Welcome to What's Cooking with Rolling Harvest Food Rescue. This is Edie with a recipe for roasted pumpkin soup, perfect for cool autumn days. Carving pumpkins and pie pumpkins are different. Carving pumpkins are bred for jack-o'-lanterns, so they are large and their flesh is grainy, watery, and not very flavorful. Pie pumpkins, on the other hand, are smaller. They have more flesh and their flesh is sweet and flavorful. Look for them in grocery stores or farm stands. Let's start the recipe by preheating the oven to 425 degrees. If you have access to foil or parchment paper, line a baking sheet for easy cleanup. Wash your pie pumpkin. Ours weighs about 4 pounds. Then use a hammer or a rock to knock off the stem. This should expose a soft spot on the skin, a perfect place for your knife to cut into the pumpkin with ease. So go ahead and cut the pumpkin into 4 equal wedges and scoop out the seeds. Brush the pumpkin flesh with 1 tablespoon of olive oil and place the pumpkin quarters cut side down on the baking sheet. Roast for about 35 to 45 minutes until the pumpkin is easily pierced with a fork. If some of the flesh turns dark brown, that's the natural pumpkin sugars caramelizing. So no worries, this lends a delicious nutty flavor to the soup. Now, while your pumpkin is in the oven, roughly chop 1 large onion and finely chop 6 medium garlic cloves. Heat 2 tablespoons of olive oil in a large soup pot, and then add the onion and garlic and cook on medium for about 8 to 10 minutes until the onion is translucent. If your pumpkin wedges are done baking and cool enough to handle, peel off the skin and discard it. Roughly mash the pumpkin flesh with a potato masher. Add the pumpkin and 4 cups of low-sodium broth to the soup pot. Stir in a half a teaspoon each of salt, cinnamon, nutmeg, and 1/8 teaspoon of cloves. Add a dash of optional cayenne pepper and a few grinds of black pepper. Bring everything to a boil, then reduce heat and simmer for about 10 or 15 minutes so that the flavors blend well. Finally, add 1/2 cup of coconut milk, light cream, or milk of your choice to the soup. Then add 2 tablespoons of maple syrup or honey. Turn off the heat and use an immersion blender to blend the soup until smooth. If you don't have an immersion blender, you can use a potato masher or even a regular blender. But please check the notes section of our printed recipe for safety tips on pureeing hot soup in a regular blender. Taste and adjust the seasonings, and then ladle the soup into bowls and top with a sprinkle of cinnamon. Optional toppings include roasted pepitas or cinnamon croutons. What color! It's as tasty as it looks. Yum! This is Edie, signing off. Bye for now.
Thank you for joining my colleagues Jill Kelly, Edie Kwasnowski, and me, Vicki Sarnoff, for this episode of What's Cooking. For information about Rolling Harvest Food Rescue, please visit our website at www.rollingharvest.org. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button on this page. Thanks, and bye for now.